Hi, my name's... Hello, would you be interested in...
Shoo shoo.
Good morning. Would you like to...
Would you like to see my garage? I have lots of candy.
Yes, all those actually happened, including the candy garage. I'll dive deeper into that story later. But back to the main topic, fundraising. The reason all those events happened is because I was going door to door raising money for my favorite cause, SickKids Hospital. If you watched my other videos, you would know I was treated at SickKids, which gave me a first-hand view of what an incredible hospital it is. After spending lots of time here, I decided to set a goal to raise $100,000 for this hospital, and at the time of posting this, I'm about a fifth of the way there. And I got this money through fundraising. Almost every day, after school, I would beg my dad to drive me to a neighborhood where I could fundraise, as I'd already covered everywhere in walkable distance. For the most part, people were nice, whether they donated or not. I could tell you about all the average encounters and donations I received, but that wouldn't make an exciting video. Instead, I will share with you my more, let's say, interesting encounters. Like I showed before, someone slammed the door on me, but that wasn't as bad as literally being shooed off the front porch. What does she think? I'm like a rodent? Every time I stepped up to a door, it was like a gamble. There was a 40% chance that the door wouldn't open, and I would move on. There was about a 44% chance that the person would be kind, but either didn't donate or had no money on them. And then a roughly 15% chance that the person would make an average donation. And that was great. And that leaves the outliers. You know, the 1%. This is where some truly crazy things happened. Like the candy garage. Again, more on that later. Moving on to the first example. Do you have that one person in life that you just don't get along with? Maybe it's because you guys are polar opposites, or just have clashing personalities. Well, I had this with a girl in my class. We both didn't like each other, without really saying anything. Actually, wait. No, that's not true. She told me on multiple occasions that she didn't like me. Anyways, this one time while I was out fundraising, I just so happened to knock on this girl's door. And when she answered, she didn't even need a split second to think before opening her mouth. Why are you at my house? So after explaining how I was fundraising for a children's hospital, and working towards my goal of raising $100,000, she pulled her mom aside, and I could hear every word she said. Can we donate, Mom? It's for a really good cause. So she came back and handed me a donation. This girl, who had been telling me she hated me since the first day she came to our school, was actually donating money to a cause I was fundraising for. As she handed me the money, she gave me a respectful look that said, "You're fundraising. That's pretty cool." I returned this gesture with a look that said, "You're donating? That's also pretty cool." There was a brief moment of mutual respect and appreciation. Now this only lasted a moment. I thanked them for the donation, as I do with everyone, and moved on to the next house. I would love to tell you guys how this changed the dynamics of our relationship, but alas, she moved to Texas shortly after this encounter. So I thought that was a neat story to share. Oh, I also want to tell you about the kinds of people I met while going door to door. There are thousands of ways people could respond to my fundraising. They could ignore the door, which I believed happened quite a lot. They could open the door and talk for about 20 minutes, which was also pretty common. Not that I really minded much. I love talking to people. But they could also shoo me away. Or even worse, grab their garden hose. Not like that ever happened. To be honest, I didn't actually receive many annoyed or angry responses. The average person who answered would either politely decline or give a donation. But when I did receive a bad response, it wasn't really soul-crushing or anything. It was just a quick delay, and I would move on to the next house. I went to many, many houses throughout my city, and the neighboring city next to us. I've talked to all kinds of different people, and received all kinds of different donations. I even received a donation of coins such as rupees, euros, and who knows what else. And even after that, and so many more stories, there's one that is so much crazier than any other. If you watched through my entire video, you would have heard me mention the candy garage more than once. And that is the story I will tell you about now. So I was doing my thing, going door to door fundraising. Only problem was, the driveways on these houses were super long, I mean, really long. Who needs a driveway that could fit half the street on its curb? So fundraising was taking an exceptionally long time. So after a long hike up a steep driveway, I reached a house that is now famous for the candy garage. This house was pretty huge, with a freshly cut lawn, and a pretty nice looking car. Not that I'm the best judge of a good car. I think the best of the best is a minivan. After admiring their well-manicured house, I walked up to the door to talk about SickKids and ask for a donation. I won't bore you with the minor details, but after a quick speech about why SickKids Hospital is so great and deserves a donation, she said the strangest thing. "Oh, SickKids is such a good hospital, and I would love to give a donation. Oh, and I have a lot of candy in my garage. Do you want any?" I just looked at her, stunned, and a little more than creeped out. "Oh, ha 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 ha! I didn't mean it like that. I just hold candy in my garage for the neighborhood children. Would you like some?" Still stunned, as if that explanation made it any better. "Oh, is that Rebecca here for some more candy? I will open the garage." And then I was in the garage. Alright, before the government comes after me about encouraging children to go into random houses, let me clear some things up. My parents were at the end of the driveway and could see me the entire time. I never actually went inside the house, only an open garage. And in hindsight, that definitely still could have gone wrong. Bottom line is, don't go into strangers' houses. Not unless they offer you a full-size chocolate bar. None of that small stuff. Wait, what? No? Okay, no. Still no. So there I am, in a garage that looks like a variety store, being handed a grocery bag. So I stood there as two people took handfuls of candy and stuffed it into the bag. If I was a 4-year-old, this would have been the dream. But I was 12, and I couldn't help but think if something was up. Bags of chips, chocolate bars, hard candies, and even full-size bottles of pop were stuffed into the bag by these strange people I didn't know. "I'll be right back. Need to get the pens." Wait, what? Did you just say pens? Why in the world would I need pens? Pretty sure she worked at a pen company. So yeah, I came out with a bag of candy and a fistful of pens. By the way, these were not just your run-of-the-mill pens. No, no, no. Gel-lined in 3 different colors and super durable. No, this is not an advertisement, but I mean, I would like a sponsor. Anyway, all in all, that was by far my favorite story. So far. Still have 80 grand to go. Sadly, because of COVID, I haven't been able to go door-to-door fundraising. So if you want to contribute to this amazing hospital and cause, I'll be starting on my 2021 fundraising page for SickKids. I included a link down below. Hi everyone who made it to the end of the video. Glad you could make it. So this video took a really long time to make. Animating isn't easy. Though it can take a little bit to upload here on YouTube, I also have an Instagram account for the channel that I try to post on regularly. Here you can find early thumbnail views, inside looks, goal celebrations, and more. You can find this Instagram account on the channel banner or by searching up Animation Generation, all one word, on Instagram. And I guess that's pretty much it. But don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. Also, if you want to share the video, that really helps the channel reach out to more people. Other than that, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more animations.